this video edition of Nurture Faith. Few people today would argue that Dr. Albert Einstein stands among the most intelligent people who ever lived. Someone once asked Dr. Einstein, "What is man's purpose here on earth?" And he quickly answered, "Man's purpose is to serve other men." Today we would use more inclusive language and say that every person's purpose is to serve other people. I am convinced that one of the reasons for the despair and the discouragement and hopelessness that pervades our culture is because people are asking the wrong question. The question goes like this: what will make me happy? How can I discover happiness? What will fulfill my life? Friends, those questions is like a long highway that ends at an empty lot. You will continue to be discouraged along the journey and at the end of the journey. Dr. Einstein is absolutely correct. Man's purpose is to serve other men. We must ask the question, with our own unique abilities and talents and gifts, how can we mobilize those energies to serve other people, to add value to other people? When we change the question to how can we serve others and do so well, we end up on a short road that ends in happiness. In the second chapter of Ephesians, the Apostle Paul tells us that God created us for doing good work. God has purposed us to add value to other people. We are not to be asking the question, how can I be happy? Rather, we are to be asking the question, how can I serve other people and add value to their lives? Once we have begun to serve other people, we discover that we have found happiness. Perhaps you have heard an old story, but a wonderful story worth sharing over and over again, of two men, unknown to each other, walking a beach one morning after a large tropical storm. Washed up on the beach were hundreds, if not thousands, of starfish, baking in the early morning sun. One man was walking along the beach, and he would bend down and pick up a starfish, and he would toss it back into the ocean. And then he would walk a little more, bend down, pick up another starfish, and toss it into the ocean. The second man was observing the first man's behavior and finally spoke to him and said, "Sir, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of starfish on this beach from the tropical storm. You cannot make a difference. Why are you trying?" The man reached down and picked up another starfish, and as he threw it into the ocean, he said, "I just made a difference in that starfish's life." It does not matter how many people we are able to touch with our gifts and our abilities and our talents. What is important is that we do touch one person. It may be our spouse. It may be our children. It may be a close friend. It may even be a stranger. But the question must always be, with the unique abilities and gifts and talents that God has endowed me with, how can I mobilize them to add value to someone else's life, to make a difference in someone else's life? That is our purpose.